I'm very comfortable here at West Suburban Humane Society.
But we need to send you home.
Make yourself at home wherever you are. Yeah. That's the message we need.
So what's Ace's story?
So when Ace originally came into the shelter, he was abandoned. He was left outside in a box with a note, an anonymous note asking to find him a loving home, saying that he was very affectionate and loyal, but for whatever reason the previous owner didn't want him anymore. So he was here for a while, and then when he got adopted out to what seemed like would be a very caring owner, and then we got adopted in January, I believe, and we got a call a few months later from a veterinary office, and they had scanned his microchip, and they had found him, and it appeared that his tail was in very bad condition. It had scabs all over it. His ears had scabs on him. He had a big lesion on the right side of his body.
Oh my goodness.
And they told us that they scanned him, and they called the owner, and the owner said he had gotten loose from the house. He ran out the door, and they couldn't find him. So he was out all winter for a few months, and that's the reason he had the scabs on his tail and on his ears were from frostbite.
Oh dear.
And we don't really know where the lesion was from, but he could have gotten hit by something, he could have gotten in a fight of some sort. So he came back into the shelter, and he was totally freaked out. And he came back because the owner, who had been notified that they had Ace, didn't want to pay for all the medical expenses to get him fixed. So we ended up taking him back. And it took him a while to adjust to the shelter life again, since he had been out running stray for so long. But we got him checked out, and his ears and the lesion on his side healed pretty quickly. He ended up needing to get his tail docked. If you can tell, the hair still hasn't grown back fully, but he got a little bit of the end of his tail taken off because it was in such bad shape from the frostbite. And so that was taken care of, and he's healed well so far. His tail looks pretty good, and you know, once the hair grows back, then he'll be pretty much back to normal. And as you can tell, his ears are also smaller than they had been.
They look like they were cropped.
Yeah. The tips of them were
frostbitten.
They fell off from the frostbite, and they healed up. But as you can tell, he seems to be doing better now. He's pretty happy again, no pain. It was also funny when he came in, he was so hungry that he'll still do this to this day, but he'll just eat everything.
He's afraid it's his last meal,
So you could tell he was starving, and he had lost a few pounds, but within a couple weeks he was right back to where he had been before.
Well, he's awful cute, and he's a very spirited cat, from taking care of him, and
And everybody loved him when he was here originally, and now they love him again. And he just has a lot of character. When you walk back in the cages, he's always meowing at you. He likes to reach out and touch people.
Yeah, he's very, very interested in interacting with
And he just needs a home where they're going to give him lots of attention and a lot of playtime. He's a lot to handle because he's so much kitty.
He is a lot of kitty. He's a good cat, though. He's a really sweet boy. A lot of personality. You got personality to burn. How about it?